Brothers and sisters, I'm trying to get some sleep, and somebody sent this to me. One of our viewers sent this to me. I couldn't wait till tomorrow. I'm just going to just show it to you right now. Brothers and sisters, how much longer is it going to be until this thing comes? I told you what's going to happen. When the Lord says it's going to happen, all we got to do is just sit back. Brothers and sisters, you better fasten your seatbelts because I got something that's going to blow your mind. We've been trying to tell you that Sunday worship, Ellen White says, it's going to be agitated. Sunday rest by law will be agitated through a national Sunday law, which will be the mark of the beast, in contrast with the seal of the living God, to the seal of the living God, which will be enforced by the United States, which will put the papacy back on top of the world. Brothers and sisters, this thing is coming, and we were told that there would be a call for Sunday worship, brothers and sisters, and we're going to show this to you. We want to just let you know that Sunday is not the Sabbath, and brothers and sisters, this thing is coming. I'm telling you, you need to fasten your seatbelts because I got something to show you. People are going to have to make a choice of which mark they will receive in their forehead. By the grace of God, I am preparing to receive the seal of God in my forehead. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to show you this video, and then I'm going to just let it, this is a serious video. Brothers and sisters, 2 years ago, they talked about having a universal day of rest, and this thing is so deep. My wife is here, and she's going to talk about it, because wait, when she sees this is going to blow her mind. I would not come back. At this, I went to bed. I got the bath water ready and everything. And next thing I know, somebody sends this to me. And brothers and sisters, we can't make this stuff up, brothers and sisters. So let's just get started as we get into breaking news. Somebody sent this to me tonight. This is lady on YouTube that talks about cooking and stuff like that. She talks about cooking, and then she just transitions into what we're going to talk about, the need to keep Sunday as a day of rest. Watch closely. You're going to see the transition as she finishes talking about cooking.
And then over those biscuits, it was a win-win. Now we just want to give you a little bit of food for thought. Just a little bit. Paul and I had a friend over on Sunday. It was her birthday, and I wanted to make her traditional Sloppy Joe birthday meal that I make every year for her. She loves our Sloppy Joes. So while she was here, it reminded me of when I was younger and how Sundays literally were a day of rest. I come from an Italian background, so it was a day where we would go to church in the morning, we would come home, have a big pasta dinner, and there would always be meat on Sunday with the pasta meal. Sometimes it would be braciole, which is like a thin beef that you would stuff and roll and put in the tomato sauce, or sometimes it would be sausage or meatballs. So it was a very, very festive day on Sunday. And blue laws were in effect back then as well. Now, I am not talking prohibition of alcohol or sale of alcohol. That's not what I'm getting at here. I'm talking about how stores were closed on Sunday. Sunday was a day that everyone knew you just kind of rested and relaxed. What happened to that? What happened to that no-spend Sunday where you were forced literally to be home, to learn to relax, to be with family? It was a time for a special leisurely meal. No one rushed because you had nowhere to go. Thinking back to when I was young, it was a lovely day. What has happened is retail shopping has opened 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So let's not even think about the 1 day a week we used to have that we were able to rest and regroup and rethink. But now you can get on the internet 24 hours a day and spend money. You can shop 7 days a week, no problem. You can spend your money 7 days a week. Someone's out there ready to take it. What businesses are closed now on Sunday? You have your government buildings are closed on Sunday, your post office, your libraries, your banks. Think about it. What's open? Your essential businesses, which we thank you from the bottom of our heart, and shopping, retail. That's what's open. That day of rest that we used to have has totally just gone by the wayside. But I'm going to tell you what Paul and I do. Because to get that no spend, no worry attitude, you need to self-impose a day of rest, a day of no spending. This is your gift to yourself. Is it possible, and if not a whole day, how about a half a day to get back to doing and spending nothing? Just telling yourself, this day, we're not going to spend money. This day, one day a week, we're going to take it easy. We are going to recharge. We're going to rest. We're going to visit with family or friends, whether it be Skyping or on the phone or writing a letter. We're going to sit down and have a meal. What has happened to those principles? Now, you may say to me, Annie, it's not money saving. It's got nothing to do with anything. And Paul and I have to say, will disagree with you. Because it does. It has to do with recharging, refocusing. So much of what impulse buying is instant gratification. We want to be gratified. We want to feel good about ourselves. So we'll buy this or we'll buy that, looking for that quick boost of adrenaline. Oh, I just ordered a brand new Happy Planner, let's say, because that would be something I would love. But telling yourself this is a no-spend, rest day, it saves money, it recharges the brain, it refocuses you. We have been denied that. That has been taken away from us. So what do we need to do? We need to give it back to ourselves. Literally, even if it's a couple of hours a week, if you have a busy schedule, you're working 7 days a week, then I totally get it. But if you can carve out just a little time for yourself to unplug from electronics and get back to basics, stop spending a half a day, 1 day, whatever works for you. You're going to be more peaceful, you're going to be more content, you're going to be more focused, and you're going to be more productive in your day-to-day duties. On Sundays, I don't wash clothes, Paul doesn't mow the lawn, we don't do giant household chores. It's just what we've chosen to do to let ourselves rest. And I cannot say that is a day we 100% don't spend money, because that would not be truthful. Because we may have to stop to get something if I forget on Saturday, so I don't want to tell you a falsehood. But it is not a day that I will get on the internet or we will go into a physical store and do our shopping. Why? Because it's just a day we've chosen to rest.
Man.
We as a society are stressed, we're anxious, we're constantly on the move. And taking some time for yourself and maybe picking a no-spend day once a week, make it a day of rest. Again, if you're working 7 days a week, of course, this isn't going to work for you, but you pick any day, anytime. Give yourself a break. We can save all the money we want to, but that doesn't take away 100% that anxiety that society is giving to us, that we need to do more, we need to be more, and we need to perform more. We're busy. I know how busy we are, and we're retired. And I remember when we worked, it was a constant. So just take a couple of hours. If you are blessed to have a whole day, that you're able to just chill out, relax, enjoy life, take it. If it's a half a day, great. If it's 2 hours, if it's an hour, you owe it to yourself. You really do. Just a little food for thought. Today's question of the day: what do you remember about maybe going to grandma's house or grandpa's house or an aunt or uncle or your own mom? What made that day special? I am sure each and every one of us can go back in time and pick out those days. So please share with us what made that day special to you. What makes it special to you now? How do you rest? How do you unwind? What do you do? Because we are a go, go, go society. And again, you can save all the money in the world. If you don't have the peace that goes with that, that reassurance that you have done enough, you're doing enough, you're worthy enough. So we hope this video was encouraging. We ask you please to give this a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. We're wishing you a wonderful week. We ask you to stay well. We ask you to be safe. And above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, we'll see you soon.
Man, did you see that? Did she say? She said it right there. A day of rest needed. Brothers and sisters, multiply that by 7+ billion people, 8 billion people, brothers and sisters, all pushing for the same thing. Spirit of prophecy says that communications from the evil spirits will be sent to declare the rejectors of Sunday of their era. Brothers and sisters, it's like, that's right. I was getting ready to say, it's over. Honey, my wife is here. What do you think about this video?
I think that her concept is what a lot of people would probably agree with. A whole lot of people. Unless you're just not a religious person, because there are people that are not religious at all. So, I mean, she's already making up her own Sunday law, it seems like to me. She's talking about not buying and selling. That's interesting that she's using buying and selling. Because it's one thing to stay at home and be with your family and relax and pretty much rest and disconnect from the world. But to say no buying and no selling, that's interesting that she would say that. I found that very, very interesting.
This is the reason why we need you to go and get the Mark of the Beast 666 cards. You need to order them tonight. Go to our website, 66. That lady need. We gonna send her one, because brothers and sisters, she needs to know that Sunday is not the day of rest, and that Saturday is. Do you see what's going on? That lady is deceived, brothers and sisters, and the people are gonna beg for it. That's what she said right there. Is just a precursor of what's getting ready to come. Remember that lady in 2015, the Arizona state senator that said we need to rest on Sunday. Remember that one? Maybe I need to play it, because that thing is deep, man. She said that we need to rest on Sunday, man, and she was a lot more forthright for that. Oh, I wish I could find it. But bottom line is this right here. This is very deep to find out, to go to a church of your choice on Sunday. Man, I'm telling you, man, God is just letting us know the truth. I want to thank the lay person that sent this to me. Well, we have to do this tomorrow, because or whatever we get back with this, because brothers and sisters, this is prophetic, and yes, this is a big deal to God, because God told us about this. I mean,
with IXL, not only does Charlie get...
People feel like when you talk about this, you just talk about conspiracy theories. But look at this right here. Let's look at the comments on here. It says, Sundays in my childhood meant church, a big meal afterwards, and then visiting. It says here, I try to honor the memories by visiting families Sunday each week. Look what it says here. Thank you for putting a day of rest into perspective. Wow. Normally I race out of church as soon as it is over on Sunday morning so I can take care of my efforts and grocery shopping. Effective this weekend, my errands and grocery shopping will be completed by Saturday afternoon. Wow. I tell you, this is, I mean, look at this right here. What am I supposed to believe? Look at this right here. I remember back when I was a child, we did all our shopping on Saturday because stores were closed on Sunday. Wow. Man, you hear this right here? I mean, they got this thing wrong, man. And I mean, you can just look at this right here. Thank you for the video. I remember the blue law days as well. Yes, God intended us to have a day of rest. We need to get back to this and spend time to rest with family and friends. Wow, man, this is very deep. I mean, what am I supposed to believe? I mean, what am I supposed to believe about this? Talking about we need to get back to the blue laws. This is dangerous, brothers. And this is dangerous, man. We're going to come back and do a full video. We're going to do another video on this because, brothers and sisters, I've been trying to tell you. And look what's happening right before our very eyes. We're seeing the Bible and the spirit of prophecy coming to pass right before our very eyes. That's right. The final movements will be rapid ones. Brothers and sisters, get yourself some sleep. We're going to come back again and talk more about it on this program. Always remember, you can never lose the name that we choose, and his name is Jesus Christ, the King of the Jews. And that this is the truth of the hour, filled with the Holy Ghost power, and it is too sweet to be sour. This is the Project Latter Rain television broadcast, wishing you God's blessings, and until next time, may God truly and richly bless you.